Welcome, boys and ghouls. Dr. Gigglez here from the Hauntapolooza PODCAST. Today's video, I'm giving you a review of Fright Kingdom's A Fright Before Christmas that happened 2 weekends ago, located in Manchester, New Hampshire. Also, as seen in the movie Netflix's Adam Sandler's Hooey Halloween. We're going to break it down and get into all the specifics and all the cool things and so on and so forth. But before we do that, make sure if you're new here, you click that subscribe button. Make sure you click notifications. Share the hell out of it if you enjoyed this video. If not, we might come and kill you anyway. Anyway, so enough of that babble. Let's get into it. Alright, so the weekend of July 17th. It was postponed from December due to COVID. And, they couldn't do it in December of last year. So, hey, what better way to do it than Christmas in July? Now, the event's called A Fright Before Christmas. And I'm sure there are a lot of you that have been to this haunted attraction. There's also probably some people that never heard of it and go, whoa, there was something going on. So basically, here's how there were some changes due to COVID. That people that usually go might not be expecting. When we came out, they usually have the midway on the inside. Obviously, with COVID, you don't want people hanging around as much. You're trying to do your due diligence to keep everybody safe. So they had moved the midway outside, which was different. It was pretty cool, honestly. And where the midway is on the inside, they usually what do you call it? They usually have all the stuff that's outside, but inside. They have all these displays, photo ops, usually have games, vendors selling things and stuff like that, the DJ and all this other stuff. And with COVID, and I get it, I'm not even mad, it was kind of cool. It was just something different, you know what I mean? And basically, the area that was used for the midway, well, guess what? They used it as a queue line. But they had some displays. They had some actors in the displays. It was done very well. It's tough, especially in the world of COVID, and you're trying to do it so that everybody's safe, everybody's still enjoying what they're used to, and trying to give off the best show for these kind of things that you can. You know what I mean? That you can in the current environment. They did a fantastic job throughout. You know what I mean? The weird thing that usually how Christmas event goes, they usually have the first room out of 5 closed for Christmas. Then you get everything else. And usually when you jump in the line, it's the queue line going into the second area. Well, this time you jumped into the front, and I actually liked what they did. I thought it was awesome. Loved it. You didn't get the blackout room, which is okay. I have a thing about blackout rooms and birth canals and things like that when you're in pitch black and you can't, my thing is, it's it to me it causes a backup. So it was nice that it wasn't there. You know what I mean? Because people are going slow, you can't see, it's dark, it freaks you out. People are freaked out by the dark. I get it. I mean, I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm just saying, to me, I'm not a fan of them. They're not my favorite thing at a haunted attraction. That's just me. I know a lot of people love it. They're like, wow, this is cool, this is great, blah, 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 but for me, I don't like them. It just causes Congo lines and stuff like that. But I gotta say, they did a very good job all around. The actors were doing a great job in there. It was a lot of fun. It's like what you expect. There's certain haunts out there that they're on the top of the game, you know what I mean? Then you have other, and everybody just falls in behind, whatever. I gotta say, Fright Kingdom is one of my top 5 haunted attractions out of all the attractions I've ever been to, in ever. It's a top 5. It's just done very well. The theming is top notch. The actors, they know how to get a scare. They know when to do it. They put a lot of work in effort. I know the owner, and I've talked with him many a times, and it's just great. When you got people that are passionate about haunted attractions, Halloween. I love talking to people like that. You all know that. I don't kill people like that. I just don't kill the people like that you know. So again, if I'm gonna sit back, I mean, like I said, the actors did a great job. The theming was always top notch as usual. I love in the clown area because it's a 3D haunt, and then for Christmas they give it a 3D glasses, and some glasses you get little Christmas trees, some you get little Christmas presents. You know, when you're looking at the Christmas lights, it's done so well. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like there wasn't enough act. There was plenty of actors. They were all on point. They all knew, you know, their job. They did their job well. I didn't find one like lazy actor at all. This year, I'm actually gonna give Fright Kingdom a 5 out of 5. It was even incorporating how the actors are. The COVID. There's not really COVID restriction rules. This is just something that they've done. You didn't have to wear masks to go in. You could just go in. But to keep everybody as safe as possible and keep the limitation of people inside, they put the midway outside. They had food trucks, they had vendors, they had actors outside messing with you. You know, even by the entrance, inside the midway, it was done perfect. You know what I mean? Like this is how most haunts should be. Now I understand the haunted attractions that can't really do the theming because they're temporary builds. They only get like a month to build it, 6 weeks to build it, they gotta tear it down. You have to pick and choose your battles of what's good, what's not, what can you do, what can't you do. You try your best to theme it out, and whatever you can't, you can't. And you try to make do with what you got, and I understand that. Especially when I started working at a haunt, I understand a lot more than I did before I started reviewing haunts and going. You know what I mean? So yeah, anybody that reviews haunts and you haven't worked at one, I say go. Even if you guest act for a weekend or a night, go do it. It'll change your mind. It really will. It'll show you something you've never seen before, and it really changed how I review it and look at it, and I have more respect for all attractions than I did before. So again, I give Fright Kingdom a Fright Before Christmas a 5 out of 5. I hope they do it this December. Hopefully COVID slows down again. Because we know in certain areas of the country it's spiking. Hopefully the spikes go down. And if you didn't go to FrightKingdom.com, Google that, go find it. I'll put the link down in the description below, so you can copy the link, go find that way you can follow them on social media and stuff, and that way you're able to because they do other events besides Christmas. They do Valentine's, they do a prom, they do Halloween. So if there's something that you want to check out, by all means, just check the description box. There's going to be a link down there for their website, so you can get all their information. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you get where I was going with how it was with the COVID restrictions and everything. So make sure before you go though that you subscribe, leave a comment. If you went this year, let me know what you thought. What did you think about the little bit of changes that were going on? Did you miss anything that wasn't there? Did you wish it was just normal? Did you have fun? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, until next time, everybody, stay freaky, y'all. Peace.
Scare them to oblivion. Oh, let us give you night.